Hi investor. Sahi, it might be the riskiest time ya kubuy stocks, shares kwa NSE. And the reason ni hii. Ukaangalia kila mahali, kila mtu anaambiwa nunua shares. Alafu watu wamebuy hata bila kujiuliza mbona wananunua. Right now, all over the world, stock markets zinafika record highs kutoka US, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, na saa yetu Nairobi Stock Exchange. Zote zimefika the record highs. Yani stock haijaifika hiyo level. This is what you call the good times kwa stock market. Maybe kama 1929, unajua hizo zilikuwa zinaitwa the booming 20s. Sa ni kama hiyo. And why is all this happening all over the world? If you look at the economy ya US saizi, it's being majorly driven by AI companies, and a lot of money is being poured into AI. Now, one thing that happens, the more money there is in an economy, the more it tends to push the prices of assets ziende juu. Kwa hivyo ukiwa na mob kwa economy, unapata land inaenda juu, stocks zinaenda juu, because money is cheap. Watu wanapata excess money, wanazipack kwa financial assets. So that's one of the things happening. So how does the US economy affect stock market in Kenya? We'll come to that in a bit. But one thing Kenya unafaa uko unajua ni ati hata kama markets zinaenda juu, na the general trend ya stock market iko upwards. That's why it's a good idea to invest in the stock market. Hata kama it's at the peak or it's at all-time highs, it's a good idea, but I don't think it's the best time. Because with every boom, with every time inaenda juu, itafika mahali when AI investment is no longer sustainable, na hiyo pesa inapelekwa into AI companies itaacha. What happens ikiacha? There won't be as much money in the economy, and the economy itaenda chini, as well as the stocks. How that relates to Kenya, it's this. A lot of action in the Nairobi Stock Exchange yuko driven by foreign investments. In Kenya kuna opportunities kibao because it's a developing nation, and investors kutoka majuu, mostly kutoka US na Europe, they see Kenya as a really nice place to come and make money in the stock market. So that's one of the reasons why stock market iko juu in Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, and in almost basically all over the world. Stock markets are reaching record highs. So why I think it's not a wise idea to invest right now is that all this AI investing is not sustainable. Yes, AI is an important technology, just as the internet was. But remember, internet pia ilitwaga like its own internet bubble, which burst and hurt a lot of investors. Hata kama saa hizi bado tunatumia internet, it's a useful thing, and it's hard to imagine that this thing has been there like since forever. It happened around the 20th century with steel. It happened in 1920s, 1900s, early 1900s in the US with railways. So all these technologies zikwaga like really important, but people tend to overhype them, they overinvest in them, and some of them end up losing a lot of money, and only like a few companies end up benefiting. So as an investor unafaa kwanza ufikirie vizuri, ujiangalie, do you just want to go along with what the mainstream inafanya, ama do you really want to make wealth in the stock market? So hiyo ni kitu unafaa ujiulize vizuri, because kama saizi watu wenye wanaingia hizi investments just when they are peaking, na saa zenye it was unpopular, let's say uko 2004 2023 2024, saa hiyo hakukuwa na watu kwa stock markets because interest rates were high, money was not available, so asset prices zilikuwa chini. Hiyo time, that would have been the best time ya kuingia, and such a time will come because all this money being pushed around in the economy will lead to asset prices zikienda juu, people feeling wealthy, hata watu wengine wanachukua loan. Mtu anaenda anachukua 1 million anabuy shares Kenya Power in the hope that by the end of the year atakuwa amemake a profit. That's a very risky thing kufanya. Like anguka atadu nini? Ikiwa kuna job, hiyo ni salary yake inaenda kila mwezi. So that may not be like the wisest decision. So I think the wisest thing saa hizi ni kujiangalia mali huko. If you have a job somewhere, you better be saving up money, because I think there is a hard time coming. When all this hype is over, na vitu zimetulia, and when some people wamechomeka kidogo, I think that will be the wisest time to buy. Sababu they are really good stocks in the NSE. Some of them are really good. Hata ukabai saizi, at some point it's good. In the long term, sometimes the market will recover, but I think before that itanguka kidogo. So I think the wisest thing saizi ni uende ufanye job, save pesa yako. Ikiwa you have a business, ende ufanye business, or you can also start like a side business, save up some cash, kuwa na reserve mahali, so that when stock prices are like that cheap, when interest rates are high, na watu saizo pesa imekuwa ngori, kwa hivyo the best that they can do ni they try to sell their shares in order to get liquidity. Your time, that's when you will go buy up those desirable shares and make a killing. Because I don't think right now, when everyone is like entering the stock market, time yenye early investors are cashing out, this is not the best time. So I'd say build up your cash reserves, and it's a very hard thing. It's a very hard thing kufanya, to be patient when other people are like scramming kwenda kwa stock market. Lakini hii advice si ya kila mtu, na hata staki kuwa kila mtu. You try build up your reserves, and then with time we see. So if you want more updates, stay tuned, investor.